We will now have the closing remarks, which will feature Mr. Jimmy Ayala, our chairman, and Sir Ricardo Torres Jr. of UNDP Green Program. Sir Jim.
Thank you, Julius. Welcome, Rick. It's my pleasure to introduce Rick. I'm sure many of you know Rick Torres. He's a man of many talents, and he's been with us in our journey from day one. Currently, Rick is the project manager for the UNDP, part of the United Nations, and he's focuses on dreams, development for renewable energy applications, mainstreaming, and market sustainability project. Before that, he managed various development funds ranging from debt to nature swap funds, debt reduction, development bonds for poverty reduction, and even the recent Sharia compliant funds. I first got to know Rick when he was with Peace and Equity, and they were managing a fund, and they were using that for solar. Rick introduced us to many partners of PEF, mainly cooperatives all over. So he's been with us from the very beginning. He's also a teacher, an economist, I don't think he's ever going to retire, but he claims that when he retires that he wants to focus on farming, especially cherry tomatoes and wild berries. Organic ba yan, Rick? I think you're on mute, Rick. Yeah.
Sana organic.
Yes. So Rick, at the beginning of our program today, which started at about 2, we talked a bit about the development of the network. You were there from day one. You saw it grow over time. We now have over 650,000 people using our systems. And then I gave a challenge that over the next 5 years, we can actually grow even faster. We can do 5 times what we did in the first 10 years in the next 5 years. But then after I spoke, si Harish Hande came on board. He's from Selco in India. Peace and Equity took us on a study trip together with Ramon Magsaysay to visit Dr. Hande's operations in India, which were very impressive and were the inspiration for a lot of what we're doing. Actually, see, Dr. Harish challenged us to think even bigger, to be even more ambitious, because the poor cannot wait, right? And the poor deserve it. And he said that India and the Philippines are like, out of necessity because of all of the, here, we're hit by all of the, we're at the epicenter of climate change issues. And India, as you know, like right now on COVID, it's a really big issue. He said millions and millions of people have gone back into poverty, So somehow he said, it's imperative that the people in our network, the youth, take action to not to sell more solar lights, but to find more solutions and get it in the hands of more people. So you've been at this, Rick, for much longer than I have. So I would like to get some thoughts from your experience as we end this conference today.
Okay. Maraming salamat, Jim. Magandang hapon po or magandang gabi na sa lahat.
Yes.
Sabi ko nga kay Jim, kailangan po tayong matapos ng alas 8 kasi may curfew hour dito sa Manila. Baka hindi ako makauwi. Very inspiring yung huling kanta. So naisip ko, Jim, that maybe one thing that I really learned from solar energy, ang solar energy parang pag-ibig pala.
Okay, bakit?
Parang pag-ibig kasi kailangang ibilad mo sa init ng iyong pagmamahal araw-araw para gumana. Di ba?
Okay.
Isa pa, alam mo, ang solar energy, natutunan ko rin from you na talagang parang pag-ibig kasi hindi lang siya pang-ilaw, hindi lang pang-araw-araw, pwede kang tulungan sa panahon ng climate, ng pagbabago sa klima tulad ng mga napakinggan ko kanina. Pwede kang tulungan sa pag-aaral, pwede kang tulungan sa negosyo, and that's what makes solar energy and love very, very related. It does not only serve one purpose. Kaya nakaka-inspire talaga yung kanta kanina. Bagamat doon, ang gusto ko lang sanang iparating sa lahat is yung ginagawa ni Jim ngayon at yung ginagawa natin ay nagsimula doon sa inspirasyon ng iba't ibang organisasyon. Tulad nga ng nabanggit na kanina, we had to look at different partners like CARD, ASHI, Negros Women, sino pa ba yun? Yung grupo nila Father Jovic,
SEDP.
PPF, SEDP, yan yung nagbigay ng inspirasyon. Ang naging tulong natin dyan is that sa lumalawak na kilos, yung tinatawag ng enterprise development, nakita natin na ang renewable energy ay isa palang hindi lamang pagtulong sa community, kundi isang enterprise na magpapatunay that the community by itself can develop its status of life and the status of its well-being. Sa ngayon nga po, tulad nung nabanggit ni Jim kanina, I'm now working with the Department of Energy directly. Right now, I'm here at the Department of Energy, the Renewable Energy Management Bureau, and I've seen kung gaano ba talaga kahalaga yung ginagawa niyo po ngayon sa HSSi at yung mga iba pa niyong network members. Kasi dito ang ginagawa namin, we're looking at the entire energy industry from generation, kung saan nanggagaling yung power, to transmission, kung yung dumadaan sa mga malalaking linya, and finally distribution sa mga electric cooperative. Alam naman po natin na in the Philippines, our barriers particularly is grid connection. Pag tinignan po natin ang datos, you would see that the electrification rate in the Philippines is already per record about 94% based on 2015 population. Ibig sabihin yan, 24% daw ng karamihan ng kabahayan ay meron ng connection sa kuryente. Magandang tingnan yung numero. Pero alam din natin na dahil sa geographic barriers ng Pilipinas, hindi lahat ng transmission line ay nakakatawid sa bundok. Kaya nagkakaroon tayo ng tinatawag na iba't ibang electrification strategy dito sa Renewable Energy Management Bureau. One electrification strategy that we're working on is of course developing renewable energy applications, yung mga wind farms. Recently, we're now looking at ocean energy, at syempre andyan din yung hydro. Pero yan din, kahit malalaki ang sistemang yan, meron pa rin, hindi pa rin yan makakarating doon sa tinatawag nating last mile. So ano pong ginagawa namin dito? We're working on small islands, yung mga taga Iloilo, alam niyo naman yung Gigantes Island, halimbawa sa may gawing Carles. 2 isla yan na binubuo ng 4,000 households. And yet they're dependent on diesel power plants. At kapag bumagyo at mahal ang diesel, walang kuryente yan. So anong gagawin mo sa mga ganyang last mile? Sa Palawan, sa Aburlan, sa Barangay Apurawan, yung mga taga Palawan, alam niyo po yung lugar na yon, kahit na po meron ng linya yung Paleco, yung Palawan Electric Cooperative, we know that Barangay Apurawan ay hindi mararating ng kuryente. So sino ang magpapadala sa kanila? Sino ang magbibigay sa kanila ng tinatawag nating energy access? Yan po yung ginagawa ng HSSi. Kayo po yung nagbibigay ng sistema in a very enterprising way kung paano ang isang bahay na malayo na hindi mararating ng grid o mararating man ay napakatagal ay maaring maganap. Nakita naman po natin na ang kakayahan na inyong pinakita ay hindi lamang yung pagtsatsaga, because I know Jim has been with this project for 2011 and tigas na ulo niyan si Jim, hindi mo mapigil. I know Jim, I've seen the financial statements of your company from the very beginning, and I've seen really how much usapang negosyo lang, how much money has been lost. At ito yung magandang nakikita dyan na hindi yan binitawan. At bakit hindi binitawan ng HSSi yan? Bakit hindi yan binitawan ni Jim? Because we know that the community has been very supportive. Kung hindi, naku, negosyante yan si Jim, iniwan na kayo niyan. But then he sees that the value of the work. Diba?
Yes.
Nakita niya na, putya, pag iniwan ko to, ubos yung baboy nung isa kanina, ubos sa ahas. Ubos ang bahay kasi masusunog. So you just can't stop. We cannot, I'm not saying that the grid connection, that the big power generation, except coal, I really don't like coal, would be the final solution. The final solution sa kahuli-huli ang pagkakataon sa kondisyon ng Pilipinas is what you're doing. And what we hope to happen is that through your network, lumawak pa sana yan. Kami, we're trying to establish barangay power associations, but it has yet to reach the level of the efficiency and the sustainability of what you're doing. Tulad nga po nung nabanggit ko din kanina, na ang kinakaharap nating challenge ngayon at kakaharapin din challenge ng mga community na inyong kinalalagyan is that while you are benefiting from solar energy, with what you're doing, economic development will happen. And the moment economic development, because now you have a small sari-sari store powered by solar energy, there will be more demand. And as more electricity demand comes in, you need for bigger solutions. And that's the time when the challenge really comes in, because you now have to come, are you ready to face the need for technological innovations and bigger solutions, more discipline and more patience? O sasabihin nyo ba, hindi, hintay na lang natin dumating yung power line ng Ileco, ng Iloilo Electric Cooperative o ng Paleco. Eh kung hindi dumating, ano gagawin natin? So this is where we really have to strive on the innovations and the initiative and the patience that you have been doing in the last 10 years. Alam din natin na technology innovations is not always the answer. You have really to rely on the power of the community to make these things happen. Kaya kung yan po ay mga loan program, you have to rely on your patience to save. Alam natin, kami din po, problema namin yan, yung collection. Even the big electric cooperatives, that's their number one problem, collection. Yes. But collection is not simply a problem of poverty. Collection is a problem of discipline and empowerment. And that I have seen, kung umabot kayo ng 650,000 members, my God, that means 650,000 members who were able to sustain a system that is based on community empowerment and using solar energy as its way towards or outside of poverty. Sa ngayon po, yung ginagawa namin is that we're working on small grids. We are going to switch on a small grid in Pamilacan, Palawan for about 200 households. I hope that soon some of your communities will go into that. But again, I'm saying that that is not probably what I'm seeing in the solutions that you're providing right now, because you're at the last mile. At ang nakakatakot dito, and this you have to be worried, yung mga ginagawa nyo kasi kayo yung innovator eh. You're the ones that providing the beginning. Ay nako, kapag yan naamoy ng mga private investors na hindi naman masyadong o iba naman ang tinitingnan, suddenly they will be in the areas where you're operating. And what we're going to do when that happens? Iiwanan ba natin yung HSSi because they're opening a new solutions? Or are we going to prepare ourselves when those things happen? Because energy is a big industry. Energy is a profit-making industry. And when these things happen, you're dealing with a very strong economic force that you have to prepare for, Jim. And that is a reality that we should have to face. However, with what I've seen right now, tulad nga ng nabanggit natin, as long as we have the members, as long as we continue doing what we're doing, like this, sabi ko, nung sinasabi ni Jim kanina na para itong awards, sabi ko si Jim talaga kung minsan corny. But when I was listening to the stories, when I was listening to the nanay, so I was really very happy. So on your 11th year to HSSi and the partners, congratulations. Again, my message, prepare, you're doing something good, and anything that you're doing will face competition. Be ready to face that competition and let's move on. Tulad ng pag-ibig, huwag kang bibitaw, Jim.
Yes.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Good evening, everyone.
Maraming salamat, Rick, for that message. Yes, love conquers all. Love conquers all. And I love you, my brother, Rick, since the beginning. I can sense your heart. It's always been there. Right? And through all of our struggles together, nandito pa rin tayo, and somehow, we are, making progress. So, and it's people like you, everyone in this network, itong network natin together, marami na tayong nadaanan. And I just am so thankful for all of the passion, all of the energy, the commitment of the people in our network. I hope that today gives you a little bit of encouragement and inspiration that alam ko, mahirap ang ginagawa ninyo araw-araw. Yung mga pinupuntahan ninyo na malalayo, right? I know, I mean, we heard today the struggles of all of our nanays, all of our clients. But like you said, it's very hangang-hanga ako na even though they're struggling, tinutupad nila yung mga loan nila sa mga MFI partners because together, you know, we need to be together. So I'd like to thank all of our network partners. I'd like to congratulate yung mga MFI partners natin, lalo pa yung mga branches natin that we recognize as the impact makers. Kayo po, I hope you can see, you know, the extent of the impact that you're having on lives. Maraming salamat at congratulations din sa mga nanays. Hindi nyo baka hindi nyo alam yung mga sa akala nyo baka simpleng kwento lang. But itong mga kwento po ay nakaka-inspire talaga. Hindi lang po sa mga ibang nanay, ibang mga potential customers, but pati sa lahat ng mga kasama ko dito, you know, that you're the reason why, you know, we do what we do. No? So when you tell us your stories and how solar has helped, you know, it gives us that yung motivation to continue. No? So of course, I also want to thank our NGO partners, sila Bambi. You know, they go even further. They go to the JIDCA communities. Yung JIDCA stands for Geographically Isolated Disadvantaged Conflict Areas. Kung akala nyo malayo yung pinupunta ninyo, sila Bambi, when they go to a school, they have to cross 23 rivers and walk for 12 hours. No? So, you know, I hangang-hanga ako sa network natin, the commitment. I thank you for that. Of course, our technology partners, maraming salamat. You've been there all the way. You've supported us, including all of the prizes that you were able to donate today. So, yung mga prize nyo po, yung mga nanays, yung mga branches, even our judges, that was through the generosity of our technology partners. And so we thank them a lot. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't also mention our investors, you know, who believe in us, who are understand how challenging it is, but nevertheless, they have put their money into what we're doing, and they have entrusted us to be good stewards of the money that they have given us, so that money can go to building the network. So I thank them for their trust and for their patience. And finally, today I just wanted to thank our team that has put together this event. Yung mga MC natin, si Julius, si Alan, Kai, who's all the way in Santa Barbara. Our summer interns that have been working tirelessly together with all of our solaristas to gather the stories, to coordinate with all of our finalists. There's been a lot of work done. Of course, all of our judges and our speakers, including Rick, si Dr. Harish, yung mga judge natin, Tita Kay Jimenez, si Kuya Kim, si Randy. Thank you so much for making this event a special event. And of course, it wouldn't be complete without our team in the back, si Joy, who was on the tech team, and Irish, who was putting together, making all the slides move so perfectly. So I'm sure I'm forgetting a few people, but I just can't really say enough to everyone in the network. Thank you so much. We started off today with a prayer from Pastor Paulo. And I'd like to also end with a prayer. Everything that we do is all for the glory of God. It's not about our own power. It's about the ultimate power. No, you mentioned power, Rick, right? We're trying to put power in the hands of people, which is where the Lord wants it. And so I'd like to maybe just read a quote from one of my favorite passages in Matthew. I'd like to address this to the whole network. You, the hybrid network, you are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. So guys, keep on doing what you're doing. We are advancing God's kingdom. We are helping the poor, and we are spreading the gospel. So maraming salamat, and to God to be all the glory. Thank you guys for a wonderful event. See you again next year.
Sa'yo, Sir Jim.
Thank you so much, Sir Jim.
Bago po tayo maghiwa-hiwalay, mag-picture taking naman po tayo ng kakasama tayo.
Okay.
So, paki-on nyo lang po lahat ng inyong mga screen at ilagay nyo po ang inyong pinakamagandang ngiti sa inyong mga mukha para po sa ating picture. Kukuna po tayo ng litrato ni Miss Joy, okay? Okay, so lahat bukas ng screen. Wala nang
Two pages yata tayo, no? 2 pages.
Oo, 2 pages tayo. Mag-gallery view na, okay?
First page.
Maraming salamat din kay Mr. Ricardo E. Torres Jr. for joining us. Maraming salamat, sir. Naiyak ako sa iyo, sir. Yun lang.
Okay, second page, Julia, second page. Smile naman.
Okay, first page. Again, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. Now, the next page. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. All right. So, in closing, we would like to thank you all for an inspiring and impactful day. And I would like to say goodbye. And Alan, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Sir Jim, for all the things that you have done for the Hybrid Social Solutions Company and for the whole network. Thank you for putting this up all together. Thank you everyone for joining us for this wonderful event. Indeed, this is an impactful day. Right, Kylie?
Oh, that's right. I literally just had a tear come to my eye. I am just so inspired, and this was just really incredible. So thank you all for being here. I'm Kylie McGoy signing off, celebrating with you from Santa Barbara, California.
And I am Alan Andrada, all the way from Metro Manila, thanking also our Facebook and YouTube live coverage. Viewers, thank you so much, guys.
And my name, once again, is Julius Bautista from Hybrid Social Solutions Incorporated, saying good night, everyone. God bless you. Follow COVID protocols, and see you again next year. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Bye, guys. Thanks, admins. Thanks, Marie Chris. Thanks, Raj.